What if I told you that a single dip could divide entire regions, spark fierce debates at tailgate parties, and turn a casual game night into a culinary battleground? Today, we plunge into one of America's most delicious civil wars, ranch versus blue cheese, an epic sauce showdown over chicken wings. Which side are you on? Welcome to True History in Minutes, where we uncover the fascinating stories behind the things you use every day. In this episode of American Food Wars, we're tracing the origins, the controversies, and the flavor duels to settle the great debate: ranch or blue cheese? If you find this kind of content valuable, consider subscribing and turning on notifications. It directly supports the growth of this channel. Now let's dig in. Every great battle has its origin story. The rivalry between ranch and blue cheese for wing supremacy began in mid-20th century America. Back then, wings were just a humble, cheap byproduct. Blue cheese dressing is the older contender, born alongside the buffalo wing itself. In 1964, when Teresa Bellissimo invented the first buffalo-style chicken wings at the Anchor Bar in Buffalo, New York, the go-to dip was a tangy, creamy blue cheese dressing. Why? Because blue cheese was locally available and its bold tang cut perfectly through the spice of the hot sauce. It became the default companion to wings. Ranch, however, is the newcomer. In the 1950s, in Alaska of all places, a plumber-turned-cowboy named Steve Henson mixed buttermilk, mayonnaise, herbs, and garlic into a dressing for his crew. When he moved to California in the early 70s, he and his wife opened Hidden Valley Ranch, packaged the dressing mix, and started selling it nationwide. Ranch became a runaway hit on salads, with veggies, and as a dip for practically everything, including, eventually, wings. So by the time wings started their takeover of sports bars in the 80s and 90s, ranch was already a beloved staple in American homes. The stage was set. The classic wing dip versus the new national favorite. This isn't just about taste, it's about territory. In Buffalo, the birthplace of the wing, purists will still tell you blue cheese or nothing. Many bars there offer only blue cheese, sometimes thick and crumbly, sometimes with actual cubes of cheese. Ranch in Buffalo is like playing jazz at a country music festival. It just doesn't fit. But travel south, west, or to the heartland, and ranch absolutely dominates. In Texas, Kansas, Arizona, ranch reigns supreme. On menus across Middle America, ranch is the default, blue cheese is often an extra or the odd alternative. Some chains don't even list blue cheese unless you specifically ask for it. This isn't just a preference, it's an identity. For some, choosing blue cheese signals a dedication to tradition, to Buffalo's culinary heritage. For others, embracing ranch is embracing the broader American palate, the comfort food world where ranch is a dip for everything. You'll find heated debates in comment sections, social media polls, and bar arguments. You're crazy if you don't get ranch. Blue cheese is the only way to go. For many, it's not just a sauce, it's an allegiance. So what makes these dips so powerful and so divisive? It's all about the sensory experience. Blue cheese is assertive. It's pungent, salty, and sharp, with a distinct tang and a crumbly texture. Each bite is a burst of creamy richness pierced by that sharp cheese flavor and the slight funk of its mold-ripened cultures. When paired with spicy buffalo wings, that intensity challenges the heat, cleanses the palate, and provides a bold contrast. Ranch, by contrast, is mellow, creamy, and herby. It's smoother, often thicker. The herbs, like parsley, dill, and chives, are soft dancers in a creamy base of buttermilk and mayonnaise. Ranch doesn't compete with the heat, it cushions it. It soothes the spice instead of confronting it. It's more forgiving, less confrontational. You can douse a wing in ranch and feel pure comfort even as the heat lingers. There are fascinating details in how they're made, too. Some restaurants swirl chunks of blue cheese into their dressing, so every scoop gives you little bits of crumble. Others aerate their ranch for lightness, making the herbs float in clouds of cream. Some fans even argue that texture trumps flavor. If a dip is too watery or too grainy, it doesn't matter how good it tastes. the battle is already lost. In blind taste tests, the results are always surprising. Some participants favor ranch for its perfect balance, while others swear blue cheese wins for its sheer boldness. The biggest twist? Some people who thought they hated blue cheese end up loving it with wings, where the heat seems to temper its strong flavor. And conversely, some ranch superfans have to admit there's something truly heroic about a well-made blue cheese dip. Today, the battleground is evolving. Wing houses and fast food chains are innovating with things like Chipotle Ranch, Avocado Ranch, and even Green Goddess Blue Cheese hybrids. You'll find Ranch Blue Swirl or Buffalo Blue Ranch on trendy bar menus. Social media challenges pit wings doused in one dip against the other. Restaurants host Ranch versus Blue Cheese Night, and you can even buy merchandise playing on the rivalry. Craft wing joints sometimes offer blind dip flights, a row of small cups with classic ranch, spicy ranch, 3 styles of blue cheese, and some wild card combos, letting patrons find their personal champion. Beyond wings, both dips have extended their influence to pizza, barbecue, and even ice cream. Yes, ranch-flavored ice cream has been attempted. Whenever a sports bar posts, "What's your dip?" on Instagram, it gets thousands of responses in minutes. It's proof this rivalry is still alive and thriving. So who wins? The truth is there's no universal victor. Only your mouth and your memories can decide. If you grew up in a house where Sunday wings always came with blue cheese, you'll find that powerful punch impossible to beat. But for those who prefer herbaceous gentleness or want a dip that pairs with a wider range of foods, ranch might always feel like the safer choice. But perhaps the greatest twist of all is that you don't actually have to choose. Many people mix them, dip on both sides, alternate, or just keep both on hand. The real winner is choice itself. So the next time a plate of wings arrives, stare at those 2 dipping bowls. Try the first wing in blue cheese, the second in ranch. Let your palate decide. Then share that decision, argue about it, and invite a friend to join the debate. Because the joy, maybe the true American tradition, lies not in a final verdict, but in the delicious debate itself. What's your go-to dip? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, share it with a fellow foodie. And if you like this little slice of history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss our next episode. Thanks for watching True History in Minutes, and we will see you in the next episode of American Food Wars.